Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Mystic Quest, and when last we left off, we searched the desert for an elusive bag of Fang, so that we could exchange it with the resident of Jad for a clue as to this cave's location, the Cave of Medusa. We need to go here because devious said that Amanda went here, and Amanda took the pendant that Sky entrusted to Jim for safekeeping. If that falls into enemy hands, the world is going to be plunged into chaos and doom, and we really don't want that to happen. So into the Cave of Medusa we go. Also, take a guess as to who the boss of this dungeon is. If you guess the Medusa, you're absolutely right. The Chocobo won't go with us, but that's okay, we don't need the Chocobo in here. Wait for me. It's not like the Chocobo is going to do anything else, Jim. And who do we find at the entrance? But Amanda. Hello. Amanda, did you take the pendant? I did. Why? You've doomed the world! Doomed the world? I don't understand, it's just a pendant. It's not just a pendant, Amanda. That pendant is the key for Empire Glaive so that they could take over the world. I don't understand. It allows them to get to the Tree of Mana. Oh, you're really not going to like what I have to say next. Don't tell me you gave it to devious. I'm sorry. I had to bring it to devious. Why? That pendant was to exchange for my brother, but devious cursed him and turned him into a parrot. How did he even do that? I really don't know. He just has the ability to do it. Fair enough. I must get the Tears of Medusa to uncurse him. And you're sure that will work? Jime, I'd bet my life on it. It's Jim, by the way. Oh, of course, I said that. No, you didn't. You said Jime. Never mind. Amanda, I'll help you, even though I really shouldn't, because you're the one that's made the situation far more complicated. Thank you. You truly are a good friend. And so Amanda joins us. Amanda can throw knives, which is handy. She can also reverse the stone status. I'll heal you from stone. In the Cave of Medusa, this is going to be very useful. The first thing we need to find is we need to find the ice magic. And throwing the spear there had no effect. We're actually going to be switching away from the wind spear, because a lot of enemies in this area need the silver sword to be attacked, unless you use the fire magic, and we really want to save our mana. We need to use Mattock here. The game is still obviously broadcasting when you need to use Mattock. This happens less and less as we move on. Let's go. We really want to switch back to Cure, though. The mummies there can't be hit by anything other than fire or the silver sword, so having the silver sword here is handy. I don't know if the other enemies inflict poison. They might. There are snakes that most certainly do, and we don't want to get hit by them either. There's also an enemy that actually takes advantage of the dark status. It can inflict dark, and it submerges into the ground. There it is right there. When it entirely submerges, it is invisible when dark is afflicted upon you, so you need to be careful. And you also need to be careful because they move in erratic patterns and deal a lot of damage when they hit you. About a third of our health at the moment. They do take a few hits to kill as well. They would take a few less if you were using the wind spear, but the silver sword is a very versatile weapon. We want to go down here. This enemy is at least very happy. Hello, how are you? Oh, I'm dead! And then he is dead. We'll just kill these mummies because experience is always worth it. I don't know if the mummies inflict stone as well. A lot of enemies do here. We need one more hit. There we go. It's a good thing our gold armor is being really effective. I've still got no idea. They inflict poison. A really nasty poison too. Oh no, it's actually stone. I'll heal you from stone. The reason why we were in trouble there was because we were constantly getting hit, and that's why I mistaked it for poison. A really nasty one too. Fortunately, I don't think poison is ever that deadly. Let's move on, shall we? And remember that those enemies inflict stone. We'll definitely have to get Amanda to reverse that as soon as possible, because normally you get hit by walking into that enemy, and then the enemy will continue to walk into you. The only solace is that the mummies are really slow. One more hit there, and one more hit there. You can hit them when they're sort of partially submerged, which is good. We'll heal a bit more. And here is an area that we don't want to go to just yet. If we break the wall to the north and go that way, that is the direction to the boss, but we can't actually get to the boss yet, because we need the magic of ice. The reason why is that the magic of ice is not entirely an offensive spell. it turns enemies into snowmen, and you can use those snowmen to activate switches. The game gives you a snowman for the first section of that puzzle, but it doesn't give you one for the second, and I don't think you can get out of that area if you don't have the ice magic. And you get the ice magic over here. We need to most certainly heal, and unfortunately healing gets rid of all of the bar at the bottom. I was planning on using that bar to spin our sword around and deal a lot of damage. Fortunately, Amanda does a fair amount of damage too, and we just leveled up, which is brilliant. Full mana for us. We're going to get more power because hitting harder is always good, and we got an ether, even better. We'll head up here, and I think this is the right direction. Hello Mimic, how are you? You don't have any loot for us, or maybe you do. Sometimes the Mimics will actually drop items. Let's just defeat you, one hit is sufficient. And up here is an area that we need to clear all the enemies out of. And we need to be very careful because we're completely surrounded by mummies. Alright, where is this magic of ice? There aren't that many spells in the game, and we have a fair few of them already. One hit here, one hit there. At least this dungeon doesn't have werewolves. They do like putting them everywhere. I think, yep, this is the way we need to go because it is locked. One key here, and in we go. And we definitely need to use a cure here, just in case we get hit. Let's just attack these here, and one more hit will do. There we go. We want to, that will open up that way. We want to go this way and open this. The only way we can get out is if we use the chain, because if we just head north here, it will shut the door again. And so, time to do this again. Use the chain and carry on, and Amanda appears to be stuck there. Don't worry, she'll catch up later. Over here is a treasure chest. We have found the magic book of ice. We've learned it as well, which is handy because we're going to need that. This room has repopulated. That's fine, these enemies are really easy. Maybe one of them will give us a mattock or a key. No luck this time round. And we definitely have cure equipped. We're going to need it. We need to backtrack a little. There is only one other item you can get in this dungeon, and that is a suit of gold armor. We really don't need it, so we're just going to spin our sword around and deal a lot of damage. We still need to be careful of these enemies, because they can deal a lot of damage even when we're spinning the sword. Carefully does it. Ooh, we took some damage there. We definitely want to do some healing before we go and fight the boss. And one more hit, you are gone, and we have nearly 8,000 gold. Not bad. We can push these enemies away with our shield, but I'd rather we just hit them and kill them instead. And we got an item. We got Flame. And what does Flame do? I'll show it off right now. Flame is a way to use the fire magic without actually using your mana. It has 2 uses, and is quite powerful. Doesn't kill these enemies in one hit though, but one more hit with our sword will take care of them. There are numerous items like that scattered around in the game, which allow you to use magic if you don't have a lot of mana yourself. I've no idea why you'd want to have no mana, because magic is just really useful, but you can build your character like that. Anyway, we'll use the mattock up here and go to Medusa. One hit, and we can move up. And the game shows you what you're meant to do. Here is a snowman. This snowman looks adorable, and Amanda has already gone that way. We want to push this to the left, and then up. We now want to have the magic of ice equipped. There we go. You fire it in a straight line. There we go, we'll just fire it here. And now we have a snowman. And unfortunately, here is the problem with this puzzle. Amanda will sometimes fire... You can actually direct it. We want to be a little bit careful. We want to do it there. You can move the ice spell around, and you can also push these around. But Amanda, when there's enemies on the screen, will throw the knives around, which means there's a chance that she will destroy the snowman. Now that we are here, we're actually nearly at the end of the dungeon. Just fly around the screen there, and there is one mouse here to stop us. And of course that mouse poisons us. We'll just wait the poison out. It won't take that long, it's really not that dangerous when there are no enemies on screen. Other people have tried to face Medusa and failed. There was even a small waiting area with chairs and a table, so that people can wait around for their turn to die at the hands of Medusa. We're going to use an ether here, because we need all of our mana, and then we'll switch back to Cure. We also want to equip the Wind Spear, because the Wind Spear is far more effective at taking care of Medusa. And we want to save. If I'm going to die, it's going to be against this boss. Down here, there's a little bit more that we have to do first. I thought we'd immediately get to the boss, but there is a few more screens of enemies. Need to be very careful, we don't want to take any more damage, and if we are slow, we won't take any more damage. Gotta be careful, and we just took some damage. Never mind being careful, just kill everything, Jim. A few more hits and this one will be gone. Excellent, and you are also gone. Even better. We'll heal up, and we have to head one screen up. There is the set of stairs that leads to the boss. And this enemy is sneaking up on us, but we managed to deftly avoid it, and we have now been afflicted by dark. Unfortunately, we couldn't show off the enemies being invisible. We just need to be very careful. There we go. Didn't want that enemy to poison us. And so, if we go into here, we will get to where Medusa is. We want to equip the Wind Spear. And now we're going to save again. This boss is a tricky one. Down we go, and to my left is Medusa. Are you ready for this, Amanda? I just hope that we can get some of the tears. And I appear to be stuck in this small rock. That's okay. You'll be unstuck once I go to the left. How does that even work? I've no idea. It just seems to work. Let's go. This will be your place to rest forever. Why, are you providing us with free room on board? No, I'm going to turn you to stone. Oh! And here is the Medusa. You have to hit Medusa in the head, and she fires snakes at you. The safest way to deal with this is to keep your distance and try your best not to get caught into a corner. You need to make sure you throw at the right height so that your spears don't miss. Getting close is something you can do, but it's really dangerous. The best time to throw is when she's firing snakes. Unfortunately, I'm not doing very well at lining up my shots, so they tend to be missing. We have all the time in the world, though. Just need to wait for you to throw a lot of them. There we go. One solid hit there. If you take your time, most of the bosses aren't very dangerous. There we go, another hit there. And we just need to make sure that we don't get turned to stone, because I imagine she'll fire more snakes at us, and then we'll get hit by even more snakes. And that will probably kill us. You need to be very quick with asking Amanda for help. Uh-oh, we got pinned into a corner there, and we've been turned to stone. We need to ask to be unafflicted from stone, and then we need to keep moving away. There we go. Quick thinking there saved us. And I'm just double checking that I still have Cure equipped, which I do. Don't get pinned into a corner, it does not end well for you, as you saw there. Carefully does it. I still don't know how we get all these spears back. I imagine Medusa is quite puzzled about that. How do you have an unlimited supply of spears? I really have no idea. They just keep returning to my hand. They must be magic. They do have the power of the wind. I still don't know how that works, though, in relation to that spear. We need to heal, because that one hit took over half of our health away. We are running out of mana as well. There is a pattern, and I still don't remember it. Some of them have very easy to recognize patterns. Medusa is not one of them. We'll throw that spear there, and continue to take it very slowly. Alright, a few more hits might do the trick, I get the feeling, and I threw the spear to the right there. I have no idea who I was aiming at there. I imagine Jim just being like, look, there's another Medusa! And he just throws... Oh, and Amanda got the killing blow. Well done. Unfortunately, there's some bad news. And this is Medusa, not Medusa. Came here to get my tears? Ha! What a joke. I don't think we're going to find any. This isn't good. Can't find a drop of tear. Let's go back to Jad first. I suppose so. Ouch! Are you okay? I don't think so. I guess Medusa bit me while fighting. She did? I didn't see that. Well, she definitely did, because it hurts. one who was bitten by Medusa turns into Medusa. Why didn't you tell me this before? I got up close to Medusa many times. She could have bit me. I guess you just got lucky. I'm gonna turn into a Medusa in a short while. We could surely heal it. We can get back to Jad, or we can go back to Wendell. There is no cure. Oh. Please do away with me and take my tears, Jime. It's Jim. Oh, does it matter? I'm about to die. No, I can't. We can heal you. I'm gonna be a monster. I might lose my mind and hurt people. She's already transforming. Please, Jime, before I lose my feelings, please take my tears to Lester. Tell him that I loved him. Please. Please. We have to kill her. One blow will do it. I'm sorry, Amanda, but I had to. And we take the tears. Jim took a drop of tear from Amanda's face. She is dead. It's really not a good idea to be Jim's friend. All of his friends tend to either get into terrible situations or die. But Amanda's death was really emotional when I was younger, because it took all that time to get to the Cave of Medusa, and then Amanda died so coldly, as if it was a cruel twist of fate. That cruel twist of fate did have a benefit though. We have the Tears of Medusa, which we could use to uncurse Lester, and we will take our Chocobo with us and head back to Jad by using the Chocobo. See you later, enemies. I am immune to your attacks, and I am heading completely the wrong way. We want to go over here, and a little bit further up. There we go. And this way. Up here one screen, to my left, and then we're at Jad. Took a little while to get my bearings, but eventually I figured it out. And we can equip things while we're on this screen, while we're riding the Chocobo, but I'd rather just go north and head into Jad. We might as well use the inn while we're at it. And it's still really silent. This silence was even more oppressive when I came back after Amanda had died, because Amanda sacrificed herself so that we can uncurse Lester. Let's just rest me in here. This happy music is very inappropriate considering how sad Jim probably is. We could also sell a few things at the weapon shop. Can't hurt after all. What do we have to sell? We don't want to sell anything there. We do want to sell this iron equipment at long last. We're really not going to need it. We'll get rid of that. I think we'll get rid of all the silver equipment too. There we go. That is now gone. We'll keep the sword though. And we don't need anything from him. We might want to get a few items though. So over here we go. And up. This is completely the wrong way. We actually want to go the other way. We can go this way as a little shortcut to get to here. And hopefully the old man isn't blocking the way. The old man isn't blocking the way. Marvellous. We don't need your clue anymore. We found the Cave of Medusa. We want to buy a few things. We want to buy some more Mattock, for instance. And we may want to buy an X-Cure. X-Cures are better cures, they just heal more. Then again, we do have healing. Why do we need that? How many slots do we have free? We have quite a lot of slots free. I think that will be fine. We're going to go back to Devious' mansion, and Devious won't be there, and you're in the way. We'll just head back up here, and you are still in the way. One more time, you are no longer in the way. Thank you very much. And heading over to the left here will bring us to the next dungeon. This place is big, and justifiably so. There are a lot of rooms, and we're going to be exploring nearly all of them. Let's go uncurse Lester, shall we? Lester is this parrot, and Devious is indeed not here. Look, Jim is now the ruler of Jad. He is not actually the ruler of Jad, but I fooled you for a moment. We need to equip the tears, I believe. Where are they? There they are! Amanda's tears. And then we just walk into him. Jim used Amanda, the tears of Amanda. And now he is no longer a parrot. Lester was released from Devious' curse. Thank you. I'm sorry to tell you, but Amanda sacrificed her life to save you and all. To save me? Oh, Amanda. Will you please help me to avenge my sister? Yes, Lester. Thanks. Let's go, Jim. It's Jim. That's what I said, isn't it? But never mind. And now some stairs appear. Mystic Tune. Yeah. He has the ability to use magical music. But what is his Ask ability? All he can do is change the music. That is really inappropriate music. Let's find some better music. That is the same music, Lester. I want different music. Is this one different? That is still the same. One more chance you get here, Lester. That is much better. Heroic music for us exploring Devious' mansion. And when we come back, folks, we're going to go and give chase to Devious. Hopefully we can get to him before he gives the pendant off to the Empire Glaive. If he manages, we're going to have to give chase to the Empire again. Hopefully Julius doesn't get here in his airship really quickly, otherwise we're in some serious bother. I can just imagine Jim getting to Devious just in time to see Devious hand over the pendant. Knowing our luck, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? So I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.